Hey there, it's Christine from Boxing for Health, and I want to show you some cool exercises that you can do if you have any issues with your shoulder, any restrictions, shoulder range of motion, or myself, I'm struggling with a frozen shoulder on my left side. So we're going to actually work our feet just to show you how important working your feet is for the rest of your body, not just for your shoulder, but for your knees, for your hips, for your back. Always checking in with your feet to see how they're feeling and what's going on down there is going to help everything up above your feet. So what I'm going to do is suggest you use a therapy ball. So these are yoga tune-up balls. We sell them at the gym. And I'm gonna show you a couple of range of motions. Let's just do two of my shoulder so you can see what it looks like now. Now again, I am experiencing frozen shoulder, so I don't have complete range of motion, but that's gonna make this is gonna make a better video because of it. So the first one I wanna do is thumbs up towards the ceiling, and I'm gonna slowly bring my arms up as high as I can. That's as far as I can go on my left, and the right can go all the way up. And I'm just gonna look to see where my right hand ended up. So if both your arms can get up higher, then you go up higher. Just take a look to see where they end to give you a good baseline. Bring the hands back down. And now I wanna see you externally rotate your arms. So you're gonna try and turn your arms as much as possible. So for me, I can get pretty far back with my right. My left hand palm is facing out. I can't turn any further. I can't externally rotate any further than that. Okay, let's also do the elbows into the side and bring your arms out. So I can go about like maybe 80 degrees on the right. My external rotation is significantly impacted on my left. I'm not going very far. Okay, so now you're gonna grab one of the tune-up balls, and just for the sake of the video, we're gonna go underneath the left foot for me, because that's my bad shoulder right now. And I want you to go just in front of the heel. I would recommend getting a chair before you get started for balance, so you have something to hold on to, because some of these exercises can make you feel a little more unsteady. So you're gonna go back and forth. So you wanna thread the ball back and forth, or your foot back and forth, over the ball. Put as much pressure as you can, get into the ball, and slowly strip that ball back and forth. Good, now you're gonna move the ball up. You're gonna go just under the base of the big toe. Okay, and same thing, you're gonna cross your foot slowly back and forth over the ball. Nice and slow, because this can be a little complicated or feel a little complicated, especially if the ball starts rolling. And this should feel somewhat uncomfortable. If this doesn't feel great, I know it's doing something and it's helping, but it just doesn't feel great. So keep rolling. Keep that control as much as possible. Try and let your foot really collapse and relax onto the ball, and go back and forth. Good. Now what I want you to try is you're going to keep the ball in the same spot, just below the bones of your metatarsals of your toes, so under the big bone, almost in the middle of the foot. You're gonna take your other foot and put it on top to put a bit of pressure, and you're gonna move your foot. You're gonna try and shear it gently from one side to the other. The ball shouldn't move, it should be your foot moving over, back and forth over that tight fascia on your foot. Again, this shouldn't feel comfortable. There should be some discomfort here. And there definitely is for me. Okay, now what I'm going to do is split my foot in half. So I'm gonna have a lateral side and the medial side of my foot. And I'm gonna slowly roll the ball up and down my foot. Now I'm noticing some tight spots. So if I hit a tight spot, right there's a tight spot for me, I'm gonna stop and hang out. Really focus on my breath so my foot can relax and let go over the ball. Good. Now you keep working. If you find other spots, then hang out. I'm going to go to the middle side of the foot, and I just keep changing positions for the sake of the video. You're going to roll up and down the medial side of your foot. And if you feel no discomfort here, then lean more into the ball. Put more weight, body weight, shift that weight more into the ball so you can feel the tight spots in here. And then again, I found a good one right in the middle of my arch. I'm going to stop and hang out. I'm going to breathe, do a couple of slow breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, and really think about my foot and allowing things to let go. I'm just thinking about how tight my foot feels and how many sore spots I actually have. I work my feet out somewhat regularly, maybe twice a week. So I'm really surprised how tight they're feeling. So find another spot. If you haven't, I'm going to stop on one more spot here. Focus on that breath, slowing it down, but thinking of your foot, bringing the awareness to your foot, allowing it to let go, even gradually. Like think about when you take butter out of the fridge and put it on the counter, it softens gently over time. So think about that softening happening where the ball is. Okay. So after a few of those techniques, let's redo those exercises we did at the start. So the first one is flexion. I'm going to have my thumbs up, bring them up towards the ceiling. See, look at that. So not all the way where my right hand is, but definitely, I would say a good couple of inches that I've improved already, which is great. Now we're going to do external rotation, so keep your arms straight and you're going to turn your thumbs out. And to be honest, this is a hard one for you guys to see, but I'm actually almost the same, I'm doing the same rotation on each side. I'm surprised with this one actually. Okay, elbows into the side and hands go out. So this one is my worst range of motion. This is what causes the most amount of pain. But this one is definitely better. It barely moved before. I think we stopped about here, and I'm getting a few more inches for sure. And that is just from working my feet. I didn't even come close to touching my shoulder, which is where my main issues are. So get yourself some balls and go ahead and try this one. Let me know how you do.